Welcome to my channel. I always talk about damaged hair, and I only talk about a scientific approach to conditioning. We need a place where we can talk about hair problems and hair without having anyone selling us a product. Hair is personal, and we need to get back in touch with our hair. It's hard to believe that we've come so far from not understanding our hair. I hope to help clear up some of the confusion about hair damage and products and deep conditioning on my channel. I would like to clarify my February 24 post before you introduce anything into your diet, new into your diet. You should do your research, check with your doctor, even if it is aloe vera, which is very gentle, but you should still do your research. The other thing I talked about was my massager. Electric massagers are great. Nowadays they make a deep, strong tissue electric massager. Some massagers like those are not recommended to use on the head. So just do your research and make sure your massager can massage your head. You can always use a folded towel between you and the massager. So be safe. Now let's talk hair. Thank you for taking out the time to send me emails. I appreciate it. The emails I got today, the big question. The big question is when one or more email comes in as the same question. So I'll answer those as one. The other emails are single question emails. We'll try to get to 3. The big question of the day, and I smile when I say this because I know that my old clients are probably watching and they already know how I'm going to answer this because I've been saying this for years. So to my old clients out there, I always think about them. They're the phenomenal hair clientele, and I'm so grateful for them. The big question, what do I think about damaged hair? I think damaged hair is quite serious today. We're losing our hair where in the past our mothers and fathers used to deal with hair breakage. They didn't deal with going bald. Nowadays people are going bald when they don't even want it, or they don't have to. We see our stars going bald. So it's more serious than what it was before. Yet we still have the same antiquated conditioning ways. So if we're going to meet the new demands of hair damage, then we need to bring our knowledge up to the point that we can help slow the damage, if not stop it. I see that hair damage can be controlled 80% of the time. But we do have a tendency as clients, you do have a tendency to live with the damage and accept it. So when the guy starts going bald, he literally does nothing, thinking that, well, I'll try this product, it didn't work. And you keep thinking that a bottle will save you. A bottle of conditioner is going to be the right bottle. And this is where the hair companies make a lot of money. So I don't believe that we have to sit and just settle for the damage we have. There are ways that we can help control damage. And if we could take those steps by learning deeper conditioning knowledge, I think that we would be very happy, as well as to stop the more serious damage that is occurring. We do see a much more aggressive hair damage today, and we need to have more of an aggressive approach for it. And so conditioning the old-fashioned ways are just not going to be enough. So we have to understand that there's 3 categories that affect hair the most. And they're bound to happen because you're human. So it's health, issues with health, issues with stress level, and issues with age. So as you know, every head of hair is going to run into that damage. Then we have the outside damage of what we do to our hair to make it look the way we want. So that's another strong damage that we have. because we just didn't do hair colors, or people weren't getting hair colors as early of an age as they're getting them now. So see, the damage is a little different than what it was when I was a little girl, or you were a young woman, or your mother. So we need to take a different approach. I think when we do, we can fight the battle of not going bald. Uh, Thank you for listening to that long answer. First question, are magazines good hair information to follow? Yes, I don't know about following it. Here again, it's great information. We have magazines talking with doctors of all categories, dermatologists. We have, I know dermatologists and MDs and professional cosmetologists. They all make comments, and they're very good. The problem with the information is that it's not personal. So you're still picking in the dark about what's good for you and what will solve your particular hair problems. So the information is good. Um, However, a lot of people tell me that they don't get the results of clearing up their damage. So because I hear so much of that, I don't believe that this information is being utilized as best it could. However, it's great for the stylist to get more added experience with the magazine knowledge, and it can give you better understanding of how to brush. So there are some things in those magazines that you can use and that are easy to pick up. It's just your willingness to want to change your hair lifestyle and your hair maintenance. Usually people say, hey, I go to work, this is all the time I have, and this is what I'm going to be doing. So, with guidelines like that, I don't know how much can be done with changing your hairways. Just kind of, we need more of an open-minded attitude about, how much time your hair needs. So try to give your hair as much time as you can. Second question, why can't my stylist fix my hair damage? Well, when we have training in school, it's not a lot of training. They give us very good chemistry. They give us very good experience, because we do have educational classes, but we also have time to work on the clients. So in our schooling, it's only a few hours, not a few hours, but it's just not a lot of hours are spent on conditioning in school. So when you come out, you're reading what the product people tell you, you're reading the magazines, you're reading the journals, any professional hair journals that are out there. But that's about it. So your stylist may not be used, or not be used to seeing your type of damage, or you haven't gone back to her enough where she can diagnose your damage. You have to go back, and because she cannot diagnose you with one visit. So go back and talk with her. If you still don't have results of her clearing up the problem, then maybe she just doesn't understand the problem. And that's why learning on this channel is important, because you get to know your hair and you get to have an idea, and you're able to explain yourself a little bit better to your stylist, as well as picking out product that's a little bit more understanding. So yes, it's not, don't blame your stylist too much, because she's trying, and you have to go back. So maybe let me know if how that turns out. And here again, on this channel, you can learn a lot about your hair and understand your hair, and maybe be able to pick out the better product or the better stylist, all right? The third question is hair dye safe for your hair? Hair dye is, I'm thinking that the question was concerning the dryness that we get from hair dyes or chemical services, and the breakage that we get. We can all, if you email me at DitaHair911, I will talk about the chemical ingredients. But for now, we're going to answer it as if it's dryness. There is a conditioning routine that you can get into to support your chemical services, whether they are perm or color. So you can develop a very safe conditioning. It is time consuming, um, but I think that gets better as you do it and you add it into your time. So, but you do need a conditioning system along with the chemical services to help them come out better. So you don't have to put up with the breakage and the dullness. Here now we can get to my favorite part is hair facts. Whew, hair facts is great. It's what you can start doing to have a healthier scalp and to understand your hair a little bit better. This information goes into your hair folder, what I call your hair toolbox, and therefore things that are in here are things you need for your hair and what you need to learn, and not for others to learn. It's not a general packet. It's a packet made, a hair packet that you build for yourself. So you say, you know what? I did do Dita's brushing. I do feel my scalp is tender and it needs more brushing. So you're going to put everything in this folder, a lot of things in this folder that contains your hair brushing, and so forth and so on. That's your example of how you put things into your hair folder. Today's hair facts is stressed face. Did you know stressed hair is a real problem? And when you have a stressed face, it really helps to add to the hair issues. So it can actually cause breakage and loss of hairline. So before you go to bed, relax your shoulders with a heating pad or a cold pack, whatever you prefer, but definitely relax. Massage your head with the palm of your palm, the bottom palm, and you want to just make circles around your forehead before going to sleep. Maybe just pressing and leaving weight just above the eyes. And then you can see how much tension and how much soreness that it absorbed during the day. Your ears, take them and put them in circular motion, back, forth, back, up, down, and maybe help relax them a little bit. Your temples, massaging, brushing is great before going to bed. Make sure your hair goes to sleep with you, and make sure your scalp follows. So let's just to recap all of this is that you want to relieve stress in your shoulders and neck and eyes and head and ears prior to going to sleep. It's a good hair habit. It will keep stress levels down. So when the bills come in too high or the car didn't work this week, guess what? Your scalp is still okay. It is still relaxed and it doesn't feel any of the stress that you suffered today. So good luck with that. I want to thank you for staying. I want to like you to leave a comment. I want it, but I would like you to leave a comment. I post every Friday if you like to subscribe. I have enjoyed talking with you so much today. Thank you for coming. And now go have a good hair day. Thank you.